This is our lecture number 14, week number 7, lecture 2. So the serial number of the lecture will be 14 of our course analysis of algorithm for BSSC 6th. In this lecture, we will discuss the heap sort. In our previous lecture number 13, we have discussed the most important sub-algorithm of heap sort, that is maxipify. Today we will again see the importance of this algorithm, that how much use of maxipify procedure is there in the domain of heap sort. Topic of the lectures: heap sort algorithm, build max heap algorithm. This is sub algorithm under the heap sort algorithm. Maxipify algorithm, this is also a sub algorithm, and we have discussed this maxipify algorithm in our previous lecture number 13. Behavior of heap sort with animated slides. We will sort an array or an heap and will show the behavior with some animated slides. Analysis of heap sort. At the last, we will analyze the heap sort, that is, we will find the running time of heap sort. Max heap. In a max heap, for every node I other than the root, a of parent of I greater than or equal to a of I. It means in max heap, this property should be satisfied by each and every parent. Parent should satisfy this property, then the relevant node will be will deserve for parent node. For the heap sort algorithm, we use max heaps. Here, when we will sort an array using heap sort algorithm, then we will use the max heap, not the min heap. In our previous lecture, we have discussed what is max heap, what is min heap. The height of the heap is defined to be the longest path from the root to a leaf. Height of heap. Heap has height because it is tree, 0 height, 1 height, 2 height, 3 height. The longest path from the root to a leaf is the height, and it is denoted theta of log n. In our previous lecture number 3, we have found the height using this expression theta of log n. Since it is a complete binary tree, we will consider the following basic procedure on the heap. We will perform the following procedure: maxipify to maintain the max heap property, very important procedure which maintain the max heap property during the whole process of heap sort. Build max heap procedure to produce a max heap from an unordered input array. We have an unordered input array, and we convert that array into the max heap format. Heap sort. Last, heap sort to sort an array in place. This we will also discuss this algorithm. There are three main algorithms: maxipify, build max heap, and heap sort. These are the algorithms. Heap sort. Heap sorts actually calls build max heap algorithm. This build max heap algorithm, and also maxipify. At line number 2, it calls the build max heap, and at line number 5, it calls the maxipify procedure. These are two main sub algorithms which are required by the heap sort algorithm. So, heap sort actually in the heap sort we use heap size, and heap size is equal to, this is a memory location, heap size of a. This is a variable, and this variable here in this algorithm, heap size is a global variable. It means main algorithm as well as the sub algorithm can modify use the value of this variable as and when required. You may see heap size we are using here in the heap sort algorithm. In these 5 lines we are using heap size and we are subtracting the value of heap size, that is modifying the value of the heap size because it is global variable. We can use it in this algorithm. We are also using it in build max heap. At the first line of build max heap we are using heap size variable, this heap size variable which is global. Here we are also using in maxipify the heap size variable. Heap size variable we are using also at line number 3 and at line number 6 because it is global variable, so it can be used in each and every sub algorithm and main heap sort algorithm. This is the property of global variable, that it can be used in every main or sub algorithm parallelly. Here heap sort algorithm needs an array which is unsorted or unordered. You may see that is the first element. This is 6 element array, 1 2 3 4 up to 6 element. First element is 15, second is 19, third is 10, and then 7, then 17, then 16. So this is an unordered array, and when we will build a heap from this array, this heap will also be an unordered. 15 will be the first element, then second 19, and 10 will be the left and right child, and then 7, 17 will be the left and right child of 19, and then 16 will be the left child of 10. When we will construct a heap from this array, this will also be unordered heap, neither min heap nor max heap. So when we provide this array to this heap sort algorithm, so that the heap sort algorithm make it in ascending order, and the heap sort algorithm at line number 1 passes this array which is passed to heap sort. Heap sort passes this array to its sub algorithm maxipify. This is 3-line algorithm, 1 2 and 3. So that array which we have passed to heap sort that have been passed to max heap, build max heap algorithm. And now this is the duty of this build max heap algorithm, so that this algorithm has to convert this heap into max heap. First of all, what the build max heap algorithm do? It gives the value to heap size variable. Heap size variable is blank, and here the length of array. What is the length of array? Length of the array is 6. There are 6 elements in this array, so length of array is 6. The length of array, that is 6, value is assigned to heap size. So heap size will contain the value 6 for I is equal to length of a divided by 2. What is length of a? Length of a is 6. 6 divided by 2 become 3. 3 down to 1. This loop will execute or will process its 3 cycle for I is equal to, the first value of I will be 3 because length of a is 6. 6 divided by 2 is equal to 3. The first value of I will be 3, then it will be decremented because down to mean decrement. Then 3 will be decremented to 2. The next value of I will be 2, and then 2 will be decremented to 1, and the last value of I will be 1. So this loop 2 to 3, these 2 lines loop will execute 3 times for I is equal to 3, I is equal to 2, I is equal to 1. Why we are executing this loop for 3 times? Actually, this is array and this is heap. In this heap, last 3 nodes are the leaf node, 4, 5, 6, because these are the child node, not the parent node. Node 7 at index number 4 have no child. Node 17 at number 5 has also no left or right child. Node number 16 at index 6 have no left or right child. So these are leaf node. The first parent is 10 at index number 3. So we will start from the last level, and we will see that which node is the last parent. So I denote the index or the location of last parent. So last parent is 10, its index is 3, so value of I is 3, and then it will decrement. I will decrement because 3 down to 1, 3 to 2, 2 to 1. So then 3 to decrement, it will execute this one because this is another parent, and then when it will decrement, then computer will execute this 15 because it is the last parent. These three are the parent node in this heap. So we will process only these three nodes, not the leaf node, because violation occur at the parent level, not at the child level. And there may be the parent the value of parent is less than the value of its child, so it will swap and will exchange its position. That's why we check only the parent. So if there is a 100 element array, then we will check only the 50 elements. That is, the rest of the elements in the heap will be the leaf node or the child node. In any size of array, when we will convert into heap, there will be 50% node will be the leaf node and 50% node will be the parent node. So we will check only the parent node. It means we will leave the 50% node and only execute this 50%, rest of the 50% node for checking whether they are satisfying the max heap property or not. So we will check 10 for max heap property, we will check 19 for max heap property, and we will check 15 for max heap property. If they satisfy max heap property, then it will be max heap, otherwise it will not be max heap. That is why I execute from 3 to 1. So the first value of I is 3. Max in the body of this loop, max heapify procedure is called. This is actually tiny line code. This array of 6 elements is passed to this subalgorithm, and the value of I, that is 3, will pass to this I. The value of I is 3. That is, we have to check this index, that the value at this index is violating the max heap property or not. We actually we understand the execution of this max heap through this flowchart. Here you may say array of 6 elements, I is equal to 3 is passed. 3 into 2 is equal to 6, L is 6, and 3 into 2 is equal to 6 plus 1 is equal to 7, R is equal to 7. Because there is no index number 7, that is why there is no right child of the node at index number 3. You may see it here that 3 has no right child because there is no 7 number index. So 7 number algorithm when generate the index 7 for right child, then it will skip this child because this child does not exist. It will only check the left child. If L is less than or equal to heap size is 6. Yes, 6 is less than 6 is equal to heap size, and A of 6 greater than A of 3. Yes, at the A of 6 location, it is the value is 16. At A of 6 location, the value is 16, and at A of 3 location, the value is 10. So this condition is also satisfied. 16 is greater than 10. 6 is equal to 6 and 16 is greater than 10. So yes, here computer will execute this statement. Otherwise, if condition is false, then it will execute the else or no condition. This one. In this case, it will execute yes, that is if block. Then the value of L, that is 6, will be assigned to largest memory location, and then it will check R, because the value of R is 7 and 7 is not less than 6, if says, and not equal to 6. That is why this condition will be false. Computer will go from no this flow line representing the else. Then computer will check if largest not equal to I, the largest value is 6 and I is 3, 6 is not equal to 3, then it will exchange A of I with A of largest, that is A of 3, and A of 6 will exchange itself. These two value will exchange itself. 16 will take the value, the position of 10, and 10 will take the position of 16. And then the maxcpy procedure will be called again, and in this time the array and the largest, that is 6 value, will be passed to I. Firstly, we have passed 3 to I. Now recursive algorithm is calling to maxcpy and passing 6, that is 10 has reached at position 6. This is 6th position and 10 has reached there. So it will check whether it is violating. I think it is not violating because it has become leaf node and there is no child of this node. So this is not violating the max heap property. As we have discussed this algorithm through the flowchart. In this flowchart, here we check the left child of the corresponding parent, and here we check the right child, and the node, the parent is replaced with the largest child of both, from left or right, which one is largest, then the parent will be replaced with that node. That is why we check the left with the parent and we check the right with the parent, and then we exchange with the largest. A of 3 will exchange A of 6 because 6 at 6 location the left child was largest from the parent. And when the corresponding node become the leaf node or it does not violate the max heap property, then max heap procedure stops and does not execute further. And that is why the max heap procedures call max heap for I is equal to 3 value, it calls the max heap. Then loop will execute its next cycle. The value of I become from 3 to 2 decrement, and now position at position 2, that is 19, will be checked whether it is violating or not violating the max heap property. I think 19 is not violating the max heap property because both the childs are smaller than the 19. So this max heap procedure will execute only once, and this condition will not here it will become false, and at line number 6 it will become also false because both the childs are smaller than parent, and then it will skip and will not execute again. The next time the I become 1 and max heap will call for 1 value, that is root value. Root here, root is smaller than its left child. So for root element, when max heap procedure will be called, then the max heap procedure will exchange the root node from with its left child, and then the recursive algorithm again call, because 15 will come down and 15 will take the position of the location of 19, and here it will violate the node value of index number 5, that is 17. 15 is smaller than 17, then it will come down. That is, recursive algorithm will execute next time, and first time 15 will come from here to here, and then next time 15 will come from here to here. Then the position will become like this. First time 16 will exchange this, these nodes swap themselves, and then 19 will not swap because both the nodes are smaller than this, and next time 15 is smaller than left child, so it will swap, and then 15 is also smaller than 17, and it will swap with this one. So at the end 15 comes here from root to last leaf level. Now this heap has been converted into max heap because each parent is satisfying the max heap property, and the array status is this one. Parallelly, when we convert the heap into max heap, the array elements are also exchange their positions and take the position of heap position. Now we will, because heap sort called the build max heap procedure for building the unsorted heap into a max heap format. That is why the len number 1 of heap sort has been executed, and the heap has been converted from heap to max heap. Heap has been converted from simple or common heap to max heap. Now it is max heap, and len number 1 of heap sort has been executed. Now the 2, 3 and 4, 5 lines will be executed. For these 4 lines, 2, 3, 4 and 5, execution of these 4 lines, computer will start from the last position. Length of array is 6, so 6 down to 2, the first value of I will be 6, and then it will decrement down to 2, that is decrement 1 from 6 to 5, and then 5 to 2, 4, and 4 to 3, 3 to 2. It will, the last cycle, for the last cycle of this for loop, the value of I will be 2. So the first value of I is length of array. Length of array is 6, so the first value is 6. Computer here at len number 3 exchange a of 1 with a of, because value of I is 6, with a of 6. A of 1 is exchanged with a of 6. This is a of 1 position, that is 19, and a of 6 position 10. They will exchange themselves. That 19 will come here at position 10, and 10 will go at position 1. Exchange means they will swap their values at their positions. That is, the value at position 6 will go to position 1, and the value at position 1 will go at position 6, on position 6, sorry. After exchanging, because 10 have been exchanged to root level, that is why the max heap violation may have occurred. Len number 3 actually create a situation in which the violation of max heap may occur. Then this max heapify procedure at len number 5 is called, and it convert this heap to again to max heap. That is why we exchange. When we we already know, because in our lecture number 7 and 13 we have discussed that the largest element in a max heap will be the element at root level. This was the exercise question, and we have solved and we have proved that in every subtree in a max heap will have the largest element at its root level. Because this was the largest element and we have exchanged it with the last position of the heap, it means it has taken the last position now, and the last position, when we convert an array in ascending order, then the largest element should be at last position. The array has heap sort with this activity by exchanging the value of at position 1 with the value at position 6. It has sorted one element, that is the most largest element has been taken its last position, and it has been sorted. When it has been sorted, it means this section of array has been sorted, so it need not be touched again. Heap size is 6. 6 minus 1 become 5, so the new heap size become 5. It means now we have to care about the 5 element, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Last element has been sorted. This may we have discussed this thing, that is when we reduce the heap size, it means we have deleted the last element from the heap size. Heap size reduced from 6 to 5. It means the element at 6 location has been deleted, and it has become the part of array, not the part of heap. Here onward we will show this pink for the heap and the green for the sorted array, because both the array and the heap are manipulating in the in place memory location. So we will differentiate them with the color, that is pink color is the array color, and heap color, and green color is the array color. Here we are discussing the situation, that is 10 has here, it was 19 was there, and 10 was at the location at the index number 6. When we exchange it, heap sort will exchange it, 10 will take the root and 19 will come at the last position, and this will become the status of the array. At last position is 19, at first position it is 10. Green color is showing that it is sorted array, only a single element array but sorted array, and rest of the 5 elements are also the location of the array, but now they are considered as heap. Now the heap is firstly the size of heap was 6. Now the heap is size is 5, because rest of the elements are 5. Now computer has a maxheap5 procedure will arrange or will find the value of 10, that where in max heap that this 10 will go down. Here you may see that 10 was there and 17 was here. It exchanged the location of exchange themselves. Maxheap5 exchange it, and then this 10 will exchange with 15 and will come down here. 2 times maxheap5 procedure will execute, and 10 will become the last element of the heap, because it is now the heap size is 5, so the last element is 10, because maxheap5 procedure converted the violation, and 10 has become the leaf node from root to second level and second to last level. Here you may see again in this heap, 5 element heap, 17 is the root element and it is the largest element from the rest of the element. So the heap sort will exchange this root element from the last element of the heap. The last element is 10, so it will exchange with 10 and then it will be deleted from the heap size and will be converted to, in the array length. 17 will take the value of the 17 has been deleted. 10 will take the position of 17 and this has been occurred. 10 has taken the position and 17 has replaced at the position of 10, and now this is sorted element. This was the largest element, this was the second largest element, and in this way it will go to index number 1 and will sort the other element of the heap. As and when it exchanges the root element is exchanged with the last element of the heap size is reduced and the heap size become from 5 to 4. This happened in the heap sort algorithm, because every time when the heap sort algorithm exchange the first, there is root element with the last element of the heap, then it reduces the heap size and call the maxify procedure that I have violated and I have exchanged a smallest value at the position of the root. So maxify should sort it or convert it into maxif again. So heap sort again and again violate this maxif property and is reduces the heap size and call the maxif to convert it. Maxify procedure is called again. This is very important procedure. Build maxif call this one. Maxify heap sort also call this one. Maxify and maxify itself call recursively itself. So very important role of maxify procedure. That is why here the heap size is 4. The two elements have been sorted again, and the 10 has taken the root level and it is violating the maxif property. So the maxify procedure will be called and it will exchange the 10 with the largest element 15 and 16. Largest child is 16, so 10 will be replaced with 16. So 10 has taken the position of 16 and 16 has taken the position of 10. Now again the largest element of this 4 element heap is at the root level and it will exchange with the last element of the heap. The last element heap, now the last element of the heap is 7. This is the first, this second, this third, and this is the last element of the heap. So 16 will exchange with the 7 last element. Every in the every cycle of the heap sort, for loop of the heap sort, the root node will be exchanged with the last element of the heap. So 7 will take the position of 16 and 16 will take the position of 7. This will be the scene. 7 will go there and 16 actually 16 left its position and 7 is swapped there. 7 has taken the position and 16 has taken the position of 7. Position of 7 was index number 4. So 16 has taken the position of 4. Now these 3 elements have been sorted. Green color shows that the array, these 3 elements of the array have been sorted in ascending order, while the rest of the elements are pink color and they are showing the heap size. Heap size consists on the 3 elements. Here again the last element is 10. So no, sorry, the root element is violating the max heap property. So the heap sort will call the max heap, and max heap procedure will exchange this 7 with the largest child. Largest child is 15. So it will exchange itself with the 15. 15 has taken the root position and 7 has taken the position of 15. Again, this node number 15 is the largest value in this heap, so it will the for loop of the heap sort will exchange it with the last node. Last node is 10, so it will exchange with 10 and then it will be deleted. 15 will be deleted after exchanging. Then 15 will take the position of 10, it will be deleted, and the heap sort will be reduced to size of 2. You may see it here. 10 has left the position. 15 has left the position, root position, and 10 will take the root position. Here 10 has taken the root position and 15 has taken the position of 10, that is index number 3 position, and heap size has reduced from 3 to 2. Now this is the actually array size is populated one element, one by one element, and the heap size reduces one by one element. Now there are 2 elements, so then we check that whether it is violating the max heap property or not. It is not violating the max heap property, so the heap sort will exchange it with 7. Here it has left the root position. 7 will take the root position. 7 has taken the root position, and 10 has taken the index number 2 position. That is, 7 was at index number 2, so 10 has taken the index number 2 position, because 7 has taken the root position, 1 position. Now this is sorted array, and there is only a single element, so the heap sort will place it at its first position, and this will happen because it is not violating the max heap property, and it will be shifted at position number 1 of the array. And now this array has been sorted. 7 is the smallest element, 10 is the next largest element, 15 is the next, then 16, 17, and last largest element is 19. This is sorted array, and this array has been sorted through heap sort algorithm. Analysis of the heap sort. The heap sort algorithm uses build max heap on A of 1 to n. Since the maximum element of the array is A of 1, it can be put into correct position A of n. Now A of 1 to n minus 1 can be made the max heap again. During the first iteration, the element at location 1 will exchange with the element of last nth position, and the heap size will be reduced, so it will be from 1 to n minus 1, 6 minus 1, that is 5, and this will be the max heap. Now the size of the max heap will be 1 to 5. So in one cycle it sorts the build max heap, actually convert the element from first position to last position. Heap sort step 1 takes O of n times, because there are n elements, so build max heap will execute these n elements for building them in max heap. That is, first array element will become the root element, and then the next array element will become the left child, and the next element will become the right child, and then the other element of the array will become the child of the next second level parents. And this is why this build max heap will change the element of the array into the heap and will execute n times, because there are n element in the array and now they have become the n element of the heap. Loop 2 is repeated n-1 times, because this at line number 2, this loop start from n to 2. The first element is not, the last cycle is not executed. So if there are 6 elements, then it will be executed 5 times. From for index number 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2 and 2. So n-1 time it will be repeated. Step number 5, taking most time O of log n in our lecture number 13, because we are calling maxify procedure, and maxify procedure takes O of log n time for its first call here, and because it will be called n times, because it is the part of this loop and this loop will execute it n times. So O of log n will execute n number of times, so n into log of n time maxify will be executed. This value of maxify execution time will be added with the build max heap time, which is O of n plus O of log n. The dominated term is O of log n, so we take it, and O of n log n time is the running time of heap sort. This was the analysis of heap sort, and this is the end of the lecture number 14. Thanks. Allah Hafiz.